Hi everyone. So, I haven't made a YouTube video in a really long time, but I figured I'd update everyone on the absolute crazy state that this electronics has gone in for my proton pack, and the look of it actually has changed, and so much has been added to it over many months since this has happened. So, the last time I did this, there was no paint on this. There was nothing. So this has been completely repainted. Everything has been redone. There's a lot more add-ons. So we'll start off with the switch now in here. The extra switch is now my switch to turn the battery on for my GP Star kit. And it boots up. I am running the beta version of the 6.1 developer version at the moment, the 6.1 dev build. I added my own green bumper I printed myself, which is great. So that is in here fantastically, creating my green look, which is green is my favorite color. So that's why that is there. But I could go back to the original bumper at any moment. So if I go in and I pull this off now, this has gotten so many changes. I'm going to clean it up. Okay, I have a software update section in here that has the SD card and the USB-C update for being able to update the wand board much easier now. This is all GP Star 2 now. I have a full new GB Fans barrel tube on here and Max Factory gun ring. But it is so bright with the new LEDs and the fake bulb that they have from GP Star. What's great is too, I've got color changing and everything, so everything is now the new color changing. RGB lights for all of the modes. This is the Pride one that just changes colors for the rainbow. Halloween mode.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Christmas mode. And Christmas mode and Halloween mode do some cool things. So this vents, I don't have the smoke kit on, but I'll show that in a minute. So if I fire, the sleigh bells are ringing. So let's go back to Halloween, and you'll hear it. Okay, and then I have my custom color, which is this cool mint green, which is again my favorite color. Okay, if I shut this off and I go into the menu.
Level 2. Level 2, 1989.
Let's go 1989.
Level 1.
And I guess let's go back to regular proton screen. Let's go lower the power level. Oh, so good. That's the courtroom scene sounds. Okay. If I go
level 2, level 2. Afterlife. Frozen
go
Empire.
Frozen Empire
Level
now.
1.
Spinning lights. Noise. Oh, so great. Okay, so if I go in, I can get music controls now. Full music controls. Oops. I'm going to leave that. Pretty cool. I'm going to pause the music because I know I'm going to get copyright on that, so Okay, but, so that's all changed. So I have replaced every single light in this entire thing. All of the hat lights have been replaced. All of the vent lights have been replaced. Everything's been fully painted, all full redone of every sticker on the whole pack. Metal of this. I'm redoing this. This is not done yet, but this is my prior version that includes all the modes of the GP Star kit. What you haven't seen yet, though, is if I pull this apart, take this open, I've got my smoke kit now inside here, and I have a new grate that covers that I designed. I also have my new timer board in here. My new timer board automatically shuts off the smoke kit if you forget to shut it off. I've added a power switch now, but if you forget to turn it off, it auto turns it off after 2 hours. So that way you don't have to forget. But the cool thing is there's lights in here now. So, this is Frozen Empire mode. I've got the new cake and all these new sparking lights that look like the Phoebe pack when she's got the brass pack when it's sparking. Okay. If I go into another one of the
Level
years,
2, Level 3, Level 2. 1984.
let's go
Level 3.
1984 again.
Level 2. Level 1.
I get even more lights in here, and I put I created my own diffuser inside this. This is Dragon Workshop's amazing cyclotron lid, all resin cast with fake wires and stuff like that inside of it. The only thing is, it was making the LEDs too prominent, so I made my own diffuser lens in there out of 3D printed clear material. If I go and I change colors, it also follows, which is amazing. Okay, so go back to the original, which is fantastic, right? So, okay, so let's talk about the other things that have been added to this. So this is just this, there's a full metal backing now on it. But what we're missing talking about, okay, is we're missing talking about some of the additional extras that I have added over the years, accoutrements to the uniform. So let's start with this. So if I turn this battery on, it'll now synchronize wirelessly to the pack, and I created my own 3D printed adapter that lets it actually attach to the end of the wand and stay on the wand. Won't stay up while it's coiled like this, but yeah, so if I fire though, okay, if I go into different modes, change color, so that's one thing that's been added. Okay, that's amazing. These are called stream effects. I have two different belt gizmos now. I've got one that is the amazing sponge face kit that I built, but I've now put lights in that go in the back of it and synchronize again with the pack. So let's turn that on. I've also got my older 3D printed one that I've retrofitted as a GB2 belt version. And they now wirelessly synchronize with the pack. So again, if I fire, they go faster. Let's do this. Now you can really see it. Way faster. If I change modes, they can change color modes with that. Which is amazing. I also made my own 3D printed goggles that I designed. I did the design of the electronics in the inside using those belt gizmo circuits, and did the 3D printed design of the inside of those to fit all of them. If I turn these on, I added a green LED at the front, and I added that belt gizmo circuit to this. Okay, and if you see it auto wirelessly sync to the pack, same color set as the pack. And again, if I change modes, it changes with it, which is great. And if I fire, well, I guess I'll show the smoke kit working because I turned it on. And the first time you go, it's going to take a second to prime. Let's do it again. Pour smoke out. Okay, let's go in and let's fire now. See the goggles now follow as well. So everything is all synchronized together. Okay. That's the pack side. I put new speakers in, all of that in everything. Let's turn this off. Let's work on the trap. So the trap, I've also done a lot of work on. This is the Hasbro trap, which did not exist the last video that I made. Okay. I have replaced every single piece pretty much on this too, externally. Internally, not so much, not yet. Let me shut this off. All new metal plates on bottom and top, all new stickers, all new resistor and knobs. Knobs on the front are still the same. This knob I kind of broke, so I had to design my own 3D printed one, and now have the knob working again. 3D printed of these so that if you lose them, you don't worry about them. This is a end cap now that is also 3D printed and painted, but it screws on instead of the ones that Hasbro gives you that press on, so you don't have to worry about accidentally losing it or knocking it off at the middle of a job or gig or anything like that. Replaced wheels so that they spin better and work nicer and look nicer. All new stickering, door labels, new 3D printed panel here, as well as a insert to make the bar graph look right, and the bar graph is set to go the right way. New toggle switch and the correct light up here. If I turn on the trap now, I haven't done the amplifier yet because I'm waiting for GP Star to put out their electronics for this, so it's going to be quiet. But I also did in here the insert door panels to make it look amazing, and I did my own grate with a real grate material. And then that is my custom designed smoke kit inside that again also has a timer, so I'm going to turn that on. Also has a timer, which is great. Okay, that can either be set off by the remote control, just like the pack one, or right now it can be set off without anything else by the pedal. My pedal design, I've got this from Dragon Workshop, which has the real looking hose connectors, which are fantastic, and they're screw on. So if I go ahead and attach this in, and then these screw on the ends and make it look like the actual hose connectors that are in the movie, which are fantastic. I did also replace the light, all the metal fittings here. The cable is all my Dragon Workshop back here. And then this is part of my smoke kit design, which I'll explain in a second. So let's get that mounted. If I plug this in on both ends, I now have full control again with the pedal, but this time it actually controls my smoke kit as well. There is a pedal controller inside of it. I get two different modes. So mode A, which is what I'm in now, is I will open the doors and turn on the smoke, and it will start smoking. And then when I close the doors, it will stop smoking. Okay, that's one option. Or if I flip the switch to mode B, okay, this time I open the doors, it will start smoking. But when I close the doors, it will stay smoking for a total of 15 seconds. Oop, I didn't mean to open again, but yeah, so it'll continue to smoke as if it's pouring out while you're showing off. And it does that for a total of 15 seconds. Pretty cool though, right? So that's my trap. Only other thing I've done is I printed and designed this. This took a lot of audio design that I had to do. This one is a little different than some of the others. Depends on which way I design for friends and family. But if I turn the little audio board inside of this on, if I then press this down, I get the bell sound. Now, I did a couple things. This has got an audio file inside of it that it plays. This one is taking the bell of the same bell that they use in the movie, finding someone that played that bell for a really long time, editing that audio, adding in the click noise of her hitting the bell from the actual movie, so it sounds like it does the correct way. Okay, and you hold it down to set the bell off. It goes for 14 seconds, and then it will loop again. Note that that's one way to do it. I have a Friends that I built that has the We Got One in it, and then it does that. And then I had another friend that I designed this for that wanted it completely different. He wanted the We Got One, and then the click, and then the bell, and the bell continued for longer than it should before going the normal part where Ray says in the movie, "A call!" And then they go through the music, and it plays the music, and then the noises and them getting out of the car and all that. So I had to do all that audio design by cutting apart and making the bell longer and adding in pieces and all of that. So yeah, it's been cool. So that's all the design stuff I've got now. I've got 2 uniforms. I have a Ghostbusters 1 and a Ghostbusters 2 uniform now, both from Magnolia. I've got my own 3D printed lifeguard that I did myself and weathered a little bit on it. Yeah, it's been some impressive times that a lot has changed. And GP Star has been one of the most fantastic companies in the world to work with. They are responsive. They are really, really welcome to and open to feedback and suggestions. They fix bugs like crazy with us. I have been working with them consistently to fix tons of little bugs in the beta that they've got right now. This is all Wi-Fi connected too, by the way. I didn't even mention that. I can get to it from my phone or my iPad and be able to control it, boot it up, change modes, vent smoke out, all of that right from my phone, see the status of it. It's impressive. Yeah. V-hooks have replaced everything. I don't even know how to go through it. It's so amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the updates that have happened on my pack, and hope it inspires you to do some really cool things. The last thing I'll say is I got a 3D printer, and I started going back into CAD design because I did that in school for electrical engineering, and I loved it, and I'm designing some really cool things that never would have thought would be possible. To be able to just take that 3D file and then print it and make it my own. Yeah, it's been my favorite thing to do. So, good updates. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a great day. Bye.